Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the first insight into the new Audi Q3 Sportback. Roughly a year after Audi has launched the second generation Q3, now they're following up with a coupe version. More aggressive, more sporty, more elegant. Due to the market in Europe late autumn this year, and if you don't want to wait until that time to see how the competitor of BMW X2 and the more sporty versions of the Mercedes GLA looks like and how he can compete with these other cars in the segment, join me on my first walk around and I'll tell you more about it. Underneath the bonnet, there is no difference at all between Q3 and Q3 Sportback, at least at the beginning. So we're starting with four four-cylinder engines, two petrol ones, 1.5 liter, 150 horsepower, 2 liters, 230 horsepower, and for the market that are still keen on diesel, we will get two 2-liter engines with 150 and 190 horsepower. That's the initial lineup. Later that year, there will be something new, because as the first car in the compact segment, the Q3 Sportback will become a mild hybrid, 48-volt system with an electrical starter generator for the 1.5-liter base petrol engine, giving you more torque while accelerating and starting off the red light, and giving you more efficiency due to a better recuperation. Up to 0.4 liters on 100 kilometers can be saved with that technology. But even if the engines are the same, the drive should be a bit different, because the sport suspension is a standard in that vehicle. The steering should be more precise and the emotional engagement should be better. At least that's what the engineers are telling me. If they're true, that's what we're gonna figure out on our first test drive later that summer. For sure, the Sportback uses the same architecture and the same platform and the same basic bodywork than the standard Q3. But Audi has changed it quite dramatically. It's got a new grille. That's easy because it's only plastic. But from the A-pillar onwards, every metal part is new. The doors have been changed for a lower roof, for a lower side profile. The windscreen has been tilted and the roofline has been lowered for about 3 centimeters. The car grew about 1.5 centimeters in length, and most of all, it's got a totally new back with a real fast line. For me, the most beautiful back in the segment. If that compromises roominess and versatility, that's what we're gonna check next. Audi is promising the same roominess and versatility than in the standard Q3. And while sitting on the back seat, I must admit that is not a lie. Yes, I have a little less headroom, but it feels still pretty comfortable. The trunk offers again 530 liters, and since the sliding rear bench is still a standard feature, I can increase it easily to more than 620 liters. Yes, then I have to compromise a lot on legroom, but the seat moves for 13 centimeters, giving you all the flexibility to adjust between legroom or luggage space. While the exterior of the Sportback is pretty unique, the interior is the same as we know it from the standard Q3. We have a bit of a different color and trim, but basically it is pretty familiar. And it is pretty modern, because we have the big virtual cockpit, we have the beautiful MMI touchscreen system next to it, and we have an updated infotainment system. So hardware is familiar, software is new. The new additions are, for example, a wireless connection for Apple's CarPlay and an Audi Digital Assist that is using Amazon's Alexa. So you can talk to your car, you can switch off the lights at home, you can order your Amazon goods, you can command your music, DJ, all with your voice. Thanks for joining me on that first walk around of the new Audi Q3 Sportback, a car that is really an interesting addition to the lineup of the luxury Volkswagen sister brand. Because the standard Q3, for my taste, became a bit too rational. A versatile family cruiser, but kind of boring in that fashionable show-off segment of the compact SUVs. With the Sportback, Audi is back on the emotional side. A car that is looking great, that should drive pretty aggressive, and that has the more modern engines due to the 48-volt mild hybrid system, the updated infotainment system. And you don't compromise on the versatility, since the space in the interior is almost the same. If the price is right, this car can rock the segment and, most of all, the sales of Audi. Thank you, Shishye, Saitian, and bye-bye.